Hello and welcome to the analysis of My Hakka Grandmother by Eileen Chong. If time could unwind for you, yet be still for me, we would run through the fields, feet unbound and pummeling the ground towards. The stanza begins with a hypothetical phrase, which creates a fantastical or magical tone or mood. The tactile imagery of unwind is like a ribbon unspooling, which represents freedom and release. The contrast of movement with a freeze in time shows how the persona wants to meet her grandmother in the past at the age she is now, or younger. Youth in the grandmother is restored here. Age strongly connects with identity. The inclusive language of we connects the grandmother and the granddaughter. Feet unbound and pummeling the ground towards. Feet unbound is a historical allusion to the Chinese foot binding, which establishes the differences to the Hakka hands people's traditions and the stereotypical Chinese image, as the Hakka hand people did not do any foot binding. The word choice here has a double meaning. Unbound furthers the notion of freedom and release. The tactile imagery of the feet pummeling the ground represents passion, youth, and energy. The enjambment, pummeling the ground towards, allows the audience to pause and speculate what they are running towards. The Earth House. I read about it once. Its architecture unique to the Hakka people in Fujian. Dwellings like wedding rings stacked and interlinked. You would lead me. The cultural symbol of the Hakka people, the Earth House, the poet is imagining running towards this familiar place, home. The personal pronoun I is combined with read about it once, which shows she's not familiar with this place. She's imagining it based on something that she read once, and this highlights her lack of knowledge. The colon shows a quote that she's remembering, so there's a lack of emotion here. It shows how there's a disconnection between heritage and culture. The simile, dwellings like wedding rings, stacked and interlinked, shows connection through marriage, through family tree. The hypothetical phrase, you would lead me, is continued from the first stanza. The grandmother has power through knowledge of the culture. The low modality of would reinforces the hypothetical nature of the situation. The enjambment here, you would lead me, allows the audience to pause and speculate where the persona is being led. Through the building's single gate and show me where you slept, above the communal granary. It would smell of rice husks like your dark hair. The imagery of the gate represents the barrier between the persona and her culture. She needs an invitation to gain access to the community, and she gets that invitation through her grandmother. The olfactory imagery, it would smell of rice husks, shows the smell of the community. It shows that there's this rural life of the Hakka people. The visual imagery of the dark hair represents youth or the slow aging process. Please watch the next video for the analysis of the final two stanzas.